Welcome back to Perkins Pipes. I've got the little Kaywoodie medium pear out today. I do enjoy this little guy. Dates to the 30s to 40s from what I've been able to see. And we're going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite singers. He's a country singer. And sometimes for country, I kind of think, hey, I want to maybe smoke that Missouri Meerschaum, the Missouri Pride. But there's something about this singer that I thought, I don't know. The Missouri Meerschaum's a little bit rougher, and sometimes I think about that, a little more rural kind of for country. But this singer is not that style. So, brought out something maybe a little bit more elegant. Who's the singer? We're going to find out. Let's get this guy lit, and let's get to talking. When I got into music, really, I've talked about this before on this channel. It was back when I was in junior high, maybe late elementary school, early junior high. And it was through country. I don't know if that picked up just now, but my phone went off in my pocket. It was playing Spill the Wine by Eric Burdon and War. Boy, is that not at all what we're going to talk about today. But I do have my phone ready because I want to look at my Spotify playlist regarding this artist. And early on, I discovered this guy and absolutely fell in love with his voice, his vocal stylings. Didn't realize at that time what all was going on with him vocally. It definitely is not your standard country in a lot of ways. You've kind of got some New Orleans music going on in his stuff. You got some a little bit of blues at times, some hints of jazz and so forth. You say, well, who are you talking about? I'm talking about the one and only Ronnie Milsap. Ronnie Milsap. And folks, this is actually the only Ronnie Milsap album that I own. And I have many of his albums on cassette back in the day. But, and I had some 45s. But this is actually the only album of his that I own. And I got to tell you, we don't have that kind of time, boo-boo, for me to go through all of Ronnie Milsap's amazing catalog of songs. So we're just going to touch on a few. A few that I see here on my Spotify list on the back of this album and so forth. I want to talk about why I like this guy so much. His voice is rich. It's rich. It's expressive. He can really just shape a note and hold a note in a particular way that gives such deep feeling and emotion to the song that he's singing. Now, I am recording this on kind of a gray day here in Indiana, and somehow it seems right. The first song on this album, Smoky Mountain Rain. Boy, do I love Smoky Mountain Rain. Just keeps on calling her name. She's somewhere in the Smoky Mountain Rain. And that's a good one to start off with. So many of his songs, he was married, as far as I know, only one woman, so presumably happily married. But many of his songs deal with romantic loss. and trying to get a woman back. Now, that regarding that is pretty typical country lyric there. But Smoky Mountain Rain, love this one. Pure love. Pure love, baby, it's pure love. Milk and honey and Captain Crunch and you in the morning. Pure love, baby, it's pure love. And here comes the line. 99 and 44 100% pure love. Now you got to know that reference. 99 and 44 100% pure. Well, that was the slogan for Ivory Soap. Or I say Dove. I believe it was Ivory Soap. That was a slogan for Ivory Soap, how pure a soap it was. Well, he incorporates that into the lyric of the song about his love. And then it was almost like a song. One of the most heart-wrenching songs, as so many country songs can be. It was almost like a song, but it's much too sad to write. January through December, we had such a perfect year. Then the flame became a dying ember. All at once, you weren't here. Now my broken heart cries for you each night. And it's almost like a song, but it's much too sad to write. Oh my goodness, does that tug at the heartstrings. Three more on this album alone I want to touch on. Daydreams About Night Things. Little saucy lyric there, but I love it. He talks about all day long I'm working in town. Time slows down to a crawl. And when I'm not thinking about you, I'm checking the clock on the wall. Then it's goodbye factory and hello lovin' and a smile across my face, 'cause I'm back in the arms of your sweet love where my thoughts have been all day. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And every night you make my daydreams come true. What a wonderful, wonderful lyric. And I will say, the idea of working in a factory, that's also a very country sort of theme. If there's a country artist I could not imagine working at a factory, it's Ronnie Milsap. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see it in the way he's dressed here. Coat and, button-down shirt. The first cassette I ever purchased was a Ronnie Milsap album called Keyed Up, and he's wearing a nice kind of a teal green sweater again over one of these collared shirts. So he doesn't really strike me as a factory working kind of guy, but such an amusing lyric. Now, one that I put on an early mixtape for my girlfriend that became my wife. Let's take the long way around the world. Oh, my friends, brothers. Okay, the men out there. You want a song to sing to your wives or your girlfriend? Let's take the long way around the world. Sharing each other as we go. Let's take the long way around the world. And let's take it real slow. He says, I get hungry just to talk, to take your hand and take a walk. I never have you to myself enough. The two of us are really one, and when it's all said and done, the only thing that really lasts is love. Oh, man, I tell you what a gorgeous, gorgeous lyric, and can really only be crafted by the great voice of Ronnie Milsap. Then we got another one on here I want to mention. What a difference you made in my life. This one is very much a gospel song. Doesn't sound really. Let's see here. Yeah, starts off nice and slow, and it builds, and it gets faster, and you bring in more instruments, and I think there's even some backing vocals on it. What a difference you made in my life. What a difference you made in my life. And he actually gets higher than I can sing. You're my sunshine day and night. Oh, what a difference you made in my life. And it's one of those songs that can really be sung as a gospel song talking about your relationship with God or your woman. So, love that one. And just a few more. Got a hit here. Oh my goodness. Any Day Now. Another kind of a breakup song. He Got You. I got the memories. He got you. Oh man, Ronnie, why are you always breaking up with somebody? Such a good one there. Now, a little tongue in cheek. There's no getting over me. Now this is another breakup song. He says, "You can walk out on me tonight if you think that it ain't feeling right, but darling, there ain't no getting over me." And he goes through, he's like, I'll be the book that you just can't put down. I'll be the tune that you can't get out of your head. You won't get over me that easily, girl. So, again, a little tongue-in-cheek, little fun one there. Inside, Stranger in My House, a big classic, There's a stranger in my house, somebody here that I can't see. Stranger in my house. And he's always talking about the fact that his wife, he thinks is having an affair. And so even when it's just the two of them in the house, he knows there's somebody else there because there's somebody else on her mind. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Wouldn't have missed loving you, girl. You made my whole life worthwhile with your smile. Oh, another breakup song. And even though they broke up, he says, man, I wouldn't have missed it for the world because it was so good loving you. Oh, my gosh. He does have a straight-up gospel song, pretty rocking, When Jesus Is Your Ticket to Heaven. That's a nice one there. And there's good. You took her off my hands, and the subtitle is "Now Please Take Her Off My Heart." So again, another breakup song. Just so many good songs there. Man, I could go through this. If I went through this whole playlist, baby, you wouldn't have time to listen to the whole episode. So let's talk a little bit. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the draw here today. I'm not quite sure what's going on with my Kaywoodie, but anyhow, a little bit of trouble with the draw. What do you know about Ronnie Milsap? Do you like Ronnie Milsap? Have you heard Ronnie Milsap? I would love to know your Ronnie Milsap stories. Truly, favorite songs of his? Maybe you've never heard of Ronnie Milsap. Maybe you go out and check him out. I'd encourage you to do so. And if you haven't listened to Ronnie Milsap in a long time, seriously, go check him out. We're going to throw some links in the video for you. So, as Malcolm Guite likes to say, I do these little things in order at last to do nothing. As I like to say in Latin, Parva ago ut tandem, nihil agam. Have a wonderful day.